Peace and love, peace and love. See, what we not finna do, Facebook, is you hating on my connection now. My connection be fine until I get on here to speak some truth. Okay? Don't be hating today. The people need me. They need this. I need them. Anywho, we're going to reintroduce ourselves. Peace and love. 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 Hey, y'all. How y'all doing out there in these streets? Listen. Listen. My people. My people. Kindred tribe. Okay? It don't matter about the race, baby. If you a part of the kindred tribe, you a part of the kindred tribe, and you get where I'm coming from. But if you ain't, then that means you a non-believer, you a naysayer, and you are not welcomed in this cookout. But yeah, how y'all doing? How y'all doing out there? I just wanted to come live and just give my people a huge, 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 huge spiritual hug right now. How y'all doing out there, people? How y'all doing out there? How you feeling? How you living? What they say, how you feeling, how you living? Listen, black, brown, olive, whatever color you identify as. Okay, white, it don't matter. If you have a soul, if you have a heart, if you have a spirit, and you have a mind, if you are a believer, you are a receiver, then that's who I'm talking to. How you doing? Mentally, how are you? Are you okay? I know the world is in shambles right now. I know you probably sitting back looking at all this politics and you saying, damn, it's politicking. And if you ain't, you better start tuning in. Because this is the time, y'all, to tune in to the politics. Okay? Listen, y'all. I ain't no politician. All right? I'm just little old me who just, from little old Tuscaloosa who just happened to believe in God and who just happened to see the world change right before my eyes. Have y'all seen how much everything changing? Especially 80s babies, like my age. You know what I'm saying? Like people in my age group. It's so much changing, y'all. Like, and change is good, but it's uncomfortable. I ain't gonna lie. I was driving today and I was looking at my old job and they done changed it to a hot walk, y'all. And I ain't knocking the hot walk, but I remember when I used to be up in there slaving and flipping them burgers and shaking them baskets of fries, trying to make $1. You feel me? It was $5.50 to be exact at the time. And so, yeah, now I'm looking around and now they done changed it to a hot walk. And y'all just realize how everything is just changing around us right now, y'all. It's kind of like when you growing up, you a teenager and your body changing and you don't know what to do. And that's how I feel, y'all. I feel like we ain't wearing teen spirit no more. We done grew up to secret, and secret is telling all the secrets. Hey, how many of y'all can remember when us females changed from teen spirit to secret? Because we thought secret was the best deodorant. And Lord, when you put it on, oh my God, all the business was out. Baby, you were busted as a little goat all day long. And that's what's happening right now with the politics, y'all. They done stopped wearing teen spirit and now they put on the secret, and secret is telling all the secrets. Oh my God, it's getting juicy. Listen, y'all, I ain't never been the one to be like, you ain't heard that from me, but you ain't heard this from me. But baby, when I tell you, y'all better tune in to Fred Shambliss. I think that's his name, Fred Shambliss. I want to say his name correctly. Y'all go follow Fred Shambliss on Facebook. I don't know if he's on Instagram or TikTok, anything like that, because I'm not following him on other sites, but I do follow him on Facebook, and he is the whistleblower, y'all. And y'all need to go follow the whistleblower because, baby, y'all need to tune in. If you ain't been tuned in, you better tune in today because everything that's going on right now in the politics and all of that stuff, because y'all know I don't know all those professional terms, so I'm gonna make up my own words as I go because that's just how I do. But all of that in them up there and them higher ups in them, yeah, it's a lot going on, especially about us people of color, because they trying to take our asses back to the 19s and 40s and 50s and 60s and stuff. And they trying to separate the water fountains again. They trying to put us at the back of the bus again. Y'all listen. I ain't trying to scare you. I'm just trying to bring awareness to you. All right. So of course I gotta make it humorous, because sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying, because literally this is a time where most people would be crying. I ain't gonna lie. And some people, the real underdogs are probably somewhere crying. The real prayer warriors are probably somewhere crying. The real people who paying attention, the real spiritualists, they probably somewhere crying mentally all over the place, because they don't know what to do. They probably don't know which way we're going to go. They don't know how this is going to end. Is it going to end well? Are we going to die? Are we going to be at war? Or are we going to be hungry? Are we going to be starving? What's finna happen right now, Seven? Like, what's going on? Hell, and I'm here to tell you, I don't know. I have no idea. But the politics, they know. The politicians in them, the people that y'all look up to, the folks that y'all call your government in them, yeah, them folks, they know what's going on, right? So, that's why y'all need to tune in to the brother, the whistleblower, because it's he's been blowing the whistle on a lot of the, corruption that's been going on in the system, unfortunately. And sad that, people have to be exposed, but we are in a time of exposure. This is the year of the horse. And yeah, exposure is happening this year. That's why can't nobody get away with nothing. Like, ain't nobody getting away with being shady. Ain't whatever your ass been getting away with in the past, you ain't getting away with it no more right now. Not right now, you not. Because listen, the universe is shaking the table. The ancestors are shaking the table. Listen to me. This is not just a physical battle like I've been telling y'all. And many of you that have been sitting back watching me for years speaking about stuff and throwing out nuggets, and now we're just everybody just putting it all out there, right? So I've been speaking about this stuff for the last week or two, maybe 3. I don't know. Because I done fell down the rabbit hole. I ain't expect to fall down. I never thought I would even give a damn about politics. I'm going to be honest. I never cared about politicians. Like, the politics, I never cared. I mean, I'm not going to say that it never applied to me. It's just that I don't place my energy in things that just don't make sense. If it don't make sense, I ain't trying to make sense out of nonsense. And so, I'm not saying that it doesn't affect my life. It does affect my life. But at the same time, I realized that we just had a whole bunch of baboons running our country, and you just can't make sense out of nonsense, unfortunately. Sorry if this offends people. If I offend you, then guess you one of the baboons. I'm sorry. Okay? Stay focused. Listen. Calm down. It's too hot to be mad. But at the end of the day, moral of the story is I realized that we just been merely pieces on these people's boards, right? It's like a Monopoly game. It's like a chess board. It's like a checkers board. Basically, we've been bamboozled. We've been getting played. We've been getting manipulated for years. We've been getting brainwashed. We've been getting all of those dark things that people thought I was lying about and thought I was crazy about. But here we are. Now everything that y'all called me crazy about is being exposed to be the truth. It is not a conspiracy. Your ass is living in what you thought was a conspiracy right now in 2026. Okay? And you can't say I'm lying, because look at your news. Look at your TV. Listen to your radio. Look at your children. Hell, look at yourself. Look at the food. Look at the agriculture. Look at the land. Look at the weather. Hell, we in the middle of April, I think. Still wearing coats. We don't even know what season we in. We don't even know what we eating. We don't even know what day of the week it is. We just going off what these folks tell us, right? So that's why I came up in here to give y'all a big hug from little old Seven, her little crazy self, because y'all need it. We all need this hug. That's why when I see people of color and melanated, not even people of color, white folk too, because not all black folks are suffering right now, because you got a lot of white folks that's fighting for our, rights and stuff right now, right? So right now we're at war. Y'all was worried about the war in Iran and Iraq and them, and what about the spiritual war that we've been at for years and for centuries and for ages? So yeah, your black ass and your olive ass, your white ass, everybody just now waking up from the hypnosis that we've been placed under, right? we're now waking up. Now everybody's waking up, and we're realizing how the pride, I ain't gonna cuss, I'm trying not to cuss as much, how the pride is really screwed up. Scarden came and took over. And so now everybody's scared. We don't know what to do. We don't know if tomorrow gonna be tomorrow. And you don't know if you're gonna be able to be free. You don't know if you're gonna be able to be you. You don't know what right now, right? So this is why I'm doing my live, because I wanted to know, are y'all still praying? Are y'all still believing? Like I told you in the last live, when I spent 2 hours spitting about how we needed to become believers when you weren't a believer, right? Now it's the time to stand up and step up and shine, okay? If you never had prayer juice back then, if you didn't believe back then, this is your time now to step up to that plate, right? It's like batter up. You feel me? It's like it's time for you to get up on that base, right? You finna get ready to hit the ball, right? It's your turn, people. It's your turn. We the people. It ain't got nothing to do with color. It ain't got nothing to do with sex. It's about good and evil. It's about spirituality and reality. It's about good and bad, light and dark, right? This is the times that we are in right now. So this is your time to get up to that plate and show and prove your skills. Have you been practicing? Have you been putting them prayer skills to practice? Have you really been seeing if it works? Because it does. And right now, you ain't got shit else to believe in but your prayers. Let's be real. Your money ain't getting you nowhere, because let's be real. The world is getting exposed right now for being money hungry. That one of the 7 deadliest sins, which is greed, that has taken over our precious planet, right? Everything is based on greed. It had become, we literally living in a modern day Hunger Game. We literally living in a modern day, what's that movie? Lone Walk. They want you to kill each other to get to eat your next meal. They want you to kill each other to be able to have a place to sleep. You feel me? Like you're being set up to be turned into a monster to feel like you gotta survive, to basically put you in survival mode. So these are the people that I'm talking to right now. How y'all doing? Somebody talk to me. Don't sit and look at me crazy. That's weird. Comment, like, y'all get on these celebrities posting. Y'all get on there and want damn attention so bad and send hearts to them. Why y'all can't send heart to regular folk like me, who give you something to help you for real, in real life? Somebody who actually know you for real. You can't, it kill you to pick up your little finger. That same love you gonna need in a minute. I promise you. It's all right, because I ain't hard up for it. I'm loved. But at the end of the day, how you doing? How you doing out here? Because black folk going through it, especially the black folk. But even the white folk that mix with the black folk, Lord, the white folk that's standing up for the black folk right now, Lord, they going through it more than anything too, because now they got to stand up, you know, and be honest. They got to stand up and take accountability. They got to stand up and help us fight too, because now they're realizing that the war is not just against the blacks, it's against them too. I hope they realized it. And if they ain't, they will soon. That's why I say it's not about the color. It ain't about your sex. It ain't about the kind of car you drive. It ain't about the kind of house you live in. It ain't about the school you go to. It ain't about the sorority you belong to. It ain't about the clique that you claim. It ain't about the gang you in. It ain't about the mob that you run. Because get what? This time right now is proving that ain't nobody bigger than the program. Ain't nobody bigger than the program. Not even me. Listen, let me tell you something. If you ain't started praying right now, today, if you ain't started praying last week when I did that live, when I told you to start praying, I think it's your time now. High time to start. Heavy to start. And don't start just because you're desperate. Because let's be real, God don't want no desperate prayer warriors in the house. And God don't want no fake prayer warriors in the house either. Because see, a lot of y'all coming before God right now, and you think God still can't see that fake and phony energy across you. So you probably saying, 7, I'm praying, but ain't nothing happening. 7, I'm praying, but I ain't heard nothing back. 7, I'm praying, but get what? I'm praying in vain. That's probably because you don't believe. That's probably because you're not coming before God as you are. You can't come before God and ask God for no help, pretending to be somebody else. Because God gonna be like, who is you? I don't know you. So are you coming before God naked? Are you coming before God vulnerable? Or are you going before God with expectations? Are you going before God through your ego? Are you going before God with your arrogance? Are you going before God with your cockiness? Are you going before God with your think you know it all? Are you going before God with the when is it going to happen energy? Or are you going before God like an innocent child? Because just like you wouldn't want your babies, if you have any children, if you've bared any kids, and if you haven't, I'm sorry. But I'm talking to the people who have kids, physical children right now. And you love respect. You require respect, right? You require your children to come to you in a certain level of respect, right? Well, the higher power is the same way. You don't want your children coming to you begging. That shit is annoying. You don't want your children coming to you with their hand out, like they said, look like a cup every time you see them. They got their hands out like cups. You don't want to come before, you don't want your children coming to you like you just somebody's personal bank. You don't want your kids coming to siphon you. You don't want your kids waiting till shit is bad to come to you, right? So why would you do it to the Most High God? Because when you do that to the Most High God, you're doing it to yourself, right? So again, I ask you, how are you going to God? Are you going to God with all them damn wigs and all the makeup and all that fake shit on? Or are you going to God with your real hair and without all of that? Take the toupees off, guys. Take the fake beards off, dudes. Okay? Women, take the wigs off. Sorry. You got to go before God bucket naked, baby. That's just like when you get baptized. You ain't going in that water with no lace front on, sis. Take that shit off. You wasn't born with it. Get mad if you want to. And if you are angry at me because I'm telling you the truth, then you ain't who I'm talking to. I'm talking to people who can hear me, who got the spiritual eye to see me. The spiritual ears to hear me. The heart to understand where I'm coming from. You got to be authentically you. You cannot come before the higher power false. Y'all been faking long enough. So, I've been trying to tell you to be real. Y'all been sitting back getting jealous and mad at me because I'm out here working on me when you could have did the same thing too. And now here we are and we need your real authenticity. And now you got to go run and take your wig off. God, you don't go snatch that damn wig off and get your ass down here and pray with us. Man, if you don't go and snatch them fake ass chains off you done got off in the mall and throw that shit to the side and start praying for real. I need the real prayer warriors, the real prophets, the real messengers, the real people of God that were called at birth. It's not just me. And I'm glad to the politicians now, the ones who've been sneakily, look, don't want me to speak up, the ones who've been sneakily watching my program, don't give me credit, take my information and spread it to the masses as if it was given to you as a download. Thank you for my credit. I'll take it. Thank you. Because I know what was given to me. I know what I sat at the altar and prayed and the Spirit downloaded to me. And I know one thing and two things for sure. The Spirit ain't going to download that same exact thing to two different people. No. Yeah, we might have something similar, but it ain't going to come in the same form. Everybody have their own unique path. So I know my words when I hear them. I know my ideas when I see them. I can hear my voice through half of y'all. The way my little country ass talk, half of you be trying to fight not to speak like me. And you still refuse to give me my damn credit. But you go on your platform with 50,000 people. Just because I got 1300, a cool little 13K. I guess you feel like I'm small fish, I'm small fry. You can go steal my information and won't find out about it. Baby girl, baby boy, you will be surprised who watching me. You will be surprised. I don't care if I had 2 people on my platform. You will be surprised who those 1 or 2 people are. So at the end of the day, I know my information when I see it. I know it when I hear it. And I don't mind you taking nuggets and you spreading them. But be graceful, be respectful, and give me my damn credit, bitch. Stop stealing my shit. I'm sick of half of you celebrities too, because half of y'all asses, I can say one name, and there y'all asses go right there on my timeline. You either liking my comments or something to let me know. So a lot of these celebrities, y'all be thinking it's so far-fetched and far out. They right there watching your black ass. And they stealing half of our content, especially content creators that they think are more lower than them, because they are scrambling right now because of the government is in shambles and everybody trying to figure out how they're going to survive. So it's literally a hunger game. So most of you higher up people above me got more than me stealing from little old me, and then won't even at least acknowledge my little black ass. Damn, at least give a bitch her credit. I know me when I hear me. But anyway, stay focused. I ain't gonna call y'all asses out. You know who you is. Anyway, I'm glad that a lot of you politicians, celebrities, and higher up people that are using their platform finally for something sustainable. Congratulations to you that you are now finally deciding to start to speak up and stop letting me sit out here by myself and speak up like I'm just a crazy fool. And then y'all sitting back stealing all my information, and then now you want to speak up and pretend it was yours. When all the time y'all was with folks trying to make it like I was crazy too. Clock that T. And now y'all asses, same people, got y'all asses up there speaking these same words that the angels download to my little black ass. The non-believer, the witch. Yeah, my little witchy self. And yep, I'm being cocky today. Yep, I'm tooting my horn today. Because one thing about it, I'm a very humble queen. And too many people try to go out of their way to humble me. Too many people try to go out their way to dirt dig and look for problems and try to find a way to slander me and bring me down and tear my spirit down. And they wonder how I keep rising, because I fight to keep my spirit positive in the midst of all of this hell. I was born in hell, okay? I was born in a narcissistic ass family, a couple of narcissistic families. And then I grew up and I became a narcissist myself. And then I had to break free from that and save myself. And then now I realized after I came up out of that, the world is narcissistic. So yeah, majority of your government, unfortunately, are narcissists. And how do we conquer narcissism, Seven? Starve it. How do you starve it? You stop feeding the monster what is making it be a monster. Okay? Y'all out here steady doing the things that's making the monster a monster. Okay? Haven't y'all watched like a lot of these cartoons where you know, certain villains, you feed them certain things and they keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And even if it's attention, sometimes it could just be giving attention. You could still be giving your money. You can still be giving your energy. You can still be giving them your attention, your voice. Even when you acknowledge certain people by name, you are giving them your energy. Did you know that? So the more y'all keep, you know, talking about these people and saying their names, you sending them energy, you filling their demonic buckets right on up. And they're steady getting bigger while you starving more and more. So moral of the story is, instead of taking that energy, hating anybody, becoming afraid or distracted or mentally insane or just all over the place, before you take that energy and allow it to turn you upside down, you take that energy and you apply that to something that's going to prosper in your life. Yes, I know you probably saying, well, Seven, what this going to do for me right now? We literally don't know if we going to be able to still be us and be free and live the way we've been living or whatever. Now, let's be honest, boo, you ain't never been free. You ain't never been free. You fighting for that same freedom right now. Okay? And I'm trying to get your ass the tools on how to be free, but a lot of y'all too lazy to do the tools because you think I'm supposed to do it for you. You want to sit back and wait on everybody else to do it, but you think the gods don't see that you not doing your part. Even if it's small or it's big, You know your part right now. Even if it means you should be giving back. Even if it means you need to be detoxing yourself. Even if it means you need to be cleansing your home, doing a declutter. Even if it means you need to be getting your house in order. Even if it means you need to be exercising. Whatever work God is putting on you right now, only you know what you need to be doing. You need to clean out that storage room that you've been putting off, saying you're going to clean it. You're going to make that storage room your office, and you never did. That room just still junky because you've been avoiding that work. Why you been avoiding that work? And you just don't know that area that you're avoiding is where God is. It's where God is calling you. It's where your angels and ancestors are calling you. It's where your downloads are calling you. So if you haven't been hearing any answers to your prayers, it's probably because you haven't been listening to your damn self. You haven't been listening to the angels. Go in there, clean that closet out. Get rid of them old clothes that you've been holding on to for years. 7, what this got to do? It's got to do with everything. Shut up and stop giving me lip and go do what I said. Get up and go clean up. Go in there, clean that dirty ass bathroom up. Wash the toilet. Wash the sink. Wash the tub. Wash them dishes. Clean that refrigerator out. Dust them corners out. Get them spider webs out the way. Spring cleaning is not just to look good. It's a spiritual thing. You are removing darkness that is cluttered up around you in the past year during the wintertime. Open the blinds. Let some light in. Light a candle. Take a bath. For Pete's sake. Go wash your clothes. Wash the car. When you do all of these things, cleanliness is next to godliness. So yes, being clean matters. So if you going before God with a dirty mind, a dirty mouth, a dirty heart, a dirty gut, a dirty vagina or pettywhacker, a dirty spirit, just a whole dirty aura, then no, you will not be heard until you begin to cleanse yourself, my love. I'm not saying that you got to be a damn nun. I'm not saying that you got to be perfect. What I'm saying is get in alignment for your assignment. Some of y'all ain't did your hair in 3 months. Some of you ain't washed it in 2 months. You said, well, 7, I'm stressing right now. The world is going down. We don't know what. I don't care. Go wash your ass. Go comb your hair. Keep living is what you're going to do. You're going to keep pushing. We're not going to give up. Just because they take away their rights that they gave us does not mean that we all die tomorrow. We still got to live. We still going to be here. So what you going to do? You going to wither away because you don't know where the world going to go? You don't know if it's going to end? So you done gave up? You done gave up hope? You feel like you ain't got to pray no more? You feel like you ain't got to clean up no more? You feel like you ain't got to take care of them children no more? You feel like you ain't got to take care of yourself no more. Or better yet, you feel like you ain't got to love no more. Because, see, we live in a time right now where the world is crazy, but for some apparent reason, love is being pushed. Why is love being pushed right now? Because love conquers all. And when I say love, I don't mean, go jump in the bed with somebody and try to hurry up and be in a relationship because you want to be loved. You're desperate. I ain't say that. I mean real, genuine love. And that love starts with yourself first. If you don't love yourself, boo-boo, you can't love nobody else. So you got to start loving yourself. All that shadow work that I have been trying to get y'all to do, a lot of y'all wouldn't even do because you thought I was crazy. When I told you to go and forgive your mama, your daddy, your grandmama and them. When I told you to walk away from those people that didn't mean you no good. When I told you to stand up for yourself. When I told you to call out those rapists and molesters. When I told you to admit your wrongs and take accountability. When I told you to open your mind and start believing. When I told you to get to know God for yourself. When I told you to build an altar at home so you won't have to run to somebody else's. When I told you to start saving for a rainy day. When I told you, because right now we're living in a time where we don't know if we're going to be able to buy a bar of soap. But if you'd have been saving your scraps like I told you, you'll be able to be resourceful right now. Because just last week, my little ass ran out of soap. Just last week. And I don't run out of soap, y'all. I love the bag. I keeps my soap. I keep my penny clean. Okay. But baby girl was running out of soap, y'all. And I was like, God, I know you lied. But God said, you remember them scraps that you had saved. You said you was going to melt them together and make you a big old bar. I said, you know what, God? I did save them scraps, didn't I? I ain't too good. I know I come from nothing. I grew up, my life was scrapped together. I grew up literally poor, and people look at me and I'm still there. I feel like I'm still there financially, physically. But because spiritually, I feel like I'm rich. I carry myself like that because I believe in my mind that I am, because money does not define me. Materialism does not define me. A car does not define me. Clothes does not define me. Jewelry does not define me. I can take all of this off and I'm still going to be just as powerful as I am, because it's not on me, it's in me. And that's why I'm here today, is to let you know that it ain't on you. Take that shit off. Take the mask off. The wigs, the makeup, the jewelry, the cars, the clothes, all of that is mask. You can't take it with you. They trying to rip it from you right now. And that's what God is trying to show you, that it ain't shit. It ain't never been shit. Let them have it. Let them have it all, since they want to be so greedy. Let them munch themselves up till they fucking full and they pop. That way we won't have to do it. That's how you handle a narcissist. Let him fill himself up. Give him back to the streets. Let him have that darkness that he trying to put out. You walk away. You raise your hands. You give up on that game that he playing. Stop playing his game. That's how you win. I've been in narcissistic relationships. I've been in narcissistic family-ships. I've been in narcissistic friendships. And how did I win? By walking away and no longer playing their stupid little games. And whenever I decided to fall, or the universe allowed me to fall and bust my little ass, if I did, the universe always made sure that I had a safety net and made sure that my enemies were never around to see me fall. Baby, oh, did they wish real hard to see me fall. How many times did they push me off the cliff and I never hit the bottom? And they wondering how today is it that my little ass keep coming up to the top when they keep pushing me off that cliff. Because God has always had a safety net for me, and always will, because I believe. So you will never get to see me hit rock bottom, even though I hit it a lot of times. But your black ass, your white ass, your green ass, your purple ass, your orange head ass, anybody, your bald head ass will never get to see it. If you are one of them who wish to see it, you will never get to see it. Because I always keep myself prayed up. And because I stay prayed up, that's the gas in my spiritual car. I'm going to always fly, boo. Even if I ain't driving for real. I don't care if I'm riding this damn bike over here by the window. At this point, baby, the way that my car acting up, baby, I will pump these tires up happily. Because guess what? I done walked before. Guess what? I done walked till I ain't had no sole on my shoes before. So have you tried walking in Family Dollar, Dollar General shoes? They not meant for walking. Have you tried walking in them? But them the only ones that I could afford back in the day. So those are the ones that I had to walk in back and forth to school when I was going to Eastwood. I would walk into school in the pathway with Dollar General Family Dollar shoes on. And then when I was able to get a job at Checkers, getting paid $5.50 an hour, I was able to afford. I had upgraded. Y'all remember what them little shoes was? Was they K-Swiss? No, there wasn't K-Swiss. It was I think it was Shoe Station that had the shoes, and everybody was buying them for like $20, and we was just kind of, tie down. They was all white, and they had a little platform on them, and they looked like some buddies, but they had a little that was kids. That's what they were. They were kids. And I couldn't afford nothing else, so I could either afford Keds or K-Swiss. And that was some $20 tennis shoes. And if I couldn't afford them, I would go to Walmart and give me some of them little $20 buddies, and I would dress them up and be creative. I would paint them. I would tie down. I would create my own look with them and create my own uniqueness. I couldn't afford Nike. My mom couldn't afford Jordans.
We couldn't afford to wear the name brands that everybody else had. I came from a home where my mama had 4 girls. She was under 20 years old with 4 girls. So she couldn't afford to put us in all that name brand shit. So I grew up wearing everything with no name brand on it. I grew up wearing things that my grandmother made off of her sewing machine. And I thank God for that. Back then, I was embarrassed about it because I was like, why would you have me wearing this fluffy skirt to school in front of all these folks who got on all these name brand clothes, and they looking at me because I got to wear skirts every day, and they janking me. I got teased all my life, and people just didn't understand how hard my life was. Just didn't understand that we didn't have a car. My mama had 4 girls trying to wash clothes every week. Just imagine you got yourself, you are a mom, a young mom, you got 4 young girls under you, then you got a man, and you living on the government, and you trying to survive. Every dollar you make get took from you. Every car you get is raggedy as hell. Is either a fixer-upper or a hand-me-down. Your kids get hand-me-downs. They got to go to what the Christmas thing was they used to do for the Christmas gifts every year for the poor families who couldn't afford to get their kids no gifts. Yeah, we had to get that every year. My mama, we got it. We had all the nice gifts because we were impoverished, right? So yeah, we got all the good Christmas stuff, right? But at the end of the day, when it came down to washing the clothes, y'all, we had to push our clothes to the laundromat in buggies. Just imagine all these clothes. You got 3 buggies. You got me, my sister, my mama pushing all these buggies to the laundromat. You got your neighbors, you got your peers, you got everybody looking at you, watching you as you walk. And you embarrassed, but you can't be because you need clean clothes. But you got to do what you got to do to get your shit done. You got to be resourceful. And so now I look back on those times and I thank God for those times because it taught me how to be resourceful. It taught me how to survive in times when you don't have anything. It taught me how to still be able to go on when the world decide they want to stop. So y'all wonder how 7 still be doing it. Because I'm resourceful. I don't go out and spend every dollar I get. Because I don't know when I'm going to make it again. I don't know what bill might pop up on me. I'm by myself. I got to take care of myself. I ain't got no man. I can have a man. I can have any old nigga up in here with me sucking up all my resources if I want to, using me and taking from me because let's be real, these niggas ain't trying to come and help me. They ain't trying to bring nothing to the table. They trying to take from my table. That's why I'm single. I'm waiting till the real emperor show up that's going to help come and provide, baby. Come and protect and provide. Because I don't really need no provider because I can handle myself. I just more so need a protector because I'm a soft, little queen. But at the end of the day, y'all better put down that fake ass wealth that y'all been portraying. Y'all better put down those comparisons, trying to compare yourself to the next. Looking at these folks online saying you want to be rich. No, you don't. Because a lot of the rich folks saying right now, they don't want to be rich no more. A lot of the rich folks running to be humble now. Now they want to live the humble life now. At first, they was living that fake top life where they was looking down upon people who lived a humble life. But I choose to live that humble life regardless if I got $1 or $5 in my pocket. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I've had men come in my life that tried to take everything from me. I can remember a relationship I was in 3 years ago with a guy. And he was well respected by the streets and everybody. And nobody would have ever thought that this man was the biggest narcissist in my life that I had ever met. And I kind of compare him to a raccoon because let's be real, he had the whole vibe like a raccoon. That movie, it's a cartoon movie where the raccoon was always stealing folks' stuff, but he ended up turning a good leaf. But at the end of the day, the guy came into my life with the motive of, she's a golden ticket. She's a meal ticket. He didn't have nothing. So of course, people that ain't got nothing always want to take from you. And the majority of the time, it be the people and people that you think have more than you be the people that don't have nothing. Let's be honest. They don't have a heart. That's why they taking from you. So they really don't have anything. Materials don't mean nothing, but stay focused. So at the end of the day, he didn't have anything to bring to my table. He just came with the motive of taking. And from the day I met this man, he was taking from me. whether he was taken from me mentally, spiritually, energetically, emotionally. He was just taken from me because I'm a sweetheart and I had my little heart on my sleeve. I was naive, and he knew I was desperate for love, because most women are, because we live in our emotions, because we're born emotional creatures. So we can't feel bad for that, but we do have to get a grip on that, because if you don't, you'll end up getting taken advantage of, like little old me did, by plenty of guys. It wasn't just this guy. I got taken advantage of by a lot of guys because they knew my weaknesses. They knew that I was weak for love. They knew I didn't have a daddy figure. They knew I didn't hardly have a mother figure. They knew I was just out there in the streets by myself trying to figure it out. And they knew I was naive and I didn't know no better. So a lot of them played on that. Friends did, family did, a lot of people did. But moral of the story is, I allowed this person in my life, and I'm trying to share my energy, my loving energy, my goodness, and this person coming in just literally taking a whole damn 3, 4, 5,000 miles. And it went from this person spending the night to living in my house. It went from this person to me letting this person drive us out on a date to now this his car. He done took over my shit. It went from letting him use my phone one time to he thought it was his. It went from literally, before I looked up, my money was just disappearing. And before I looked up, my hair was falling out. I was losing weight. I was going through a lot. But on the outside, I kept it clean. I kept it good. I kept it together. Nobody ever knew that I was struggling and going through what I was going through. Nobody ever knew the nights that I didn't sleep. They didn't know the nights that I cried. And if y'all did have it, you probably would have rejoiced and prayed upon it. And that's the thing. That's why a lot of y'all are not blessed in the position that you wish you should be in, because God knows that if God give you that position, you'd misuse it. So that's why I had to go through a lot of the hardship in my life so that I wouldn't misuse none of the gifts and the tools that God gave me later in life. See, a lot of y'all will sit in the position that I'm in right now, and you will be looking down on folks. You will have your nose turned up. You will be being snobbish because you will think that you're better than somebody. I don't care how much money I have in my pocket. I can have nothing. And that day when I was with that guy, the last day I was with this fool, y'all, this dude hadn't took my car. He had took my keys, took my money. When he took my keys out my hand, I was like, all right, you can have the car. Because he thought he had got me then. He was like, oh shit, if I take her keys, I got her. I was like, oh, you can have the car. I get another one. Don't worry about it. Take it. Let's be real. The car was in my name, so it wasn't that he going to be a do-beater. He already had plenty of tickets and felonies. He was already a criminal. So if he had got pulled over, him and the car would have been gone. So I ain't care nothing about that. The car was registered in my name. I had insurance and everything on it. But he wasn't registered. So that's why I gave him the keys. Because if the police pull your ass over, you going to jail. You going to jail for theft at that. So then when he realized he ain't had me with the car, I decided, you can have the car. I walked off. I'm like, I might as well just get the trucking since I'm used to walking anyway. Might as well put these tennis shoes to use, huh? They cute. Might as well walk in them. So I started walking. He wasn't satisfied with the car. He wasn't satisfied at taking the keys, so he had to chase me. So now I'm literally on foot, and this fool is chasing me like a bull behind me. Mad as hell. All because now I'm walking away. I done gave you the keys that you was trying to bully me with. At that. Now you got the keys. Now you chasing me. Now I won't give you me. Because I'm like, Now you like, So now you get close to me. Look at him. We're going to use me as an example on me and how the devil is when you're trying to get away from narcissism, when you're trying to get away from rape, when you're trying to break chains, when you're trying to break curses, when you're trying to do look at this person as that energy, right? So as I'm running away from all of this darkness, I'm trying to break the chains. The devil chasing me, okay? I'm talking about chasing me full-fledged. And mind you, I'm used to walking. I grew up walking, okay? Hell, I used to want to run track when I was in Eastwood, but we couldn't afford it. So I used to just practice when I would run home from school, take off running and leave my sister. So I would practice running track, pretending in my mind that I'm on the track when I'm running home through the pathway or when I'm being chased by a dude. because you know they used to chase me because I'm fine like that. But stay focused. Anyway, so moral of the story is he was chasing me in this parking lot, y'all. And when he got close to me, I'll take off. And then boom, when I see I done kicked him in the dust, I'll slow down. So finally he got close to me and he tried to grab me. But he grabbed my phone. Y'all, when he grabbed my phone, he just knew he had me. He was like, yeah, now I got your keys and I got your phone. How you gonna get home? How you gonna get in the house? And how you gonna call somebody? I said, you know what? You can have a car, you can have a house, and you can have a phone. I'm cool. I'm gonna just go for a walk. Y'all, I was so innocent. I can't make it up. I'm walking. I'm up 69 up there by Shelter, y'all. I can't make it up. And by the way, somebody who watching me, the politicians and stuff, the government to hire folks and all that, I don't know. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna keep that to myself. Stay focused. Anyway, it's just something about that area up there. But I was up there and I'm literally walking and I'm like, by this time I'm free because he's taking everything from me that he could possibly take. At this point, if he take anything else, it would be my life because I don't have anything else. He had taken my keys, he had taken my phone, and he was trying to get me out of character, but because I was so calm, and it blew my mind because the old me would have snapped and probably would have been fighting. We would probably been in jail because, mind you, we were in an area where it was predominantly white people. Let's be honest. And to see two black people up here in this area on 69 fighting, domestic wouldn't have been the word. Baby, they probably would have put both our asses under the jail somewhere. I don't know. But I just knew I wasn't finna let the devil trick me into that. And so I just decided to walk away. That's why I tell y'all, walking away don't make you weak. It actually makes you stronger. So when I walked away, it pissed him off worse. Now he realized he can't take nothing else from me. He done took everything. So now he literally ran behind me, chasing. Mind you, he bigger than me. He done played football. He supposed to be more athletic. But because he wasn't spiritual, he wasn't cleansing himself. He wasn't eating clean. He was always filling himself up with a whole bunch of sugar, sodas, junk, candy, nasty gunk. You know, I'm not saying you can't enjoy yourself, but at some point you got to cleanse your vessel for moments like this. Because you just never know when you got to get on foot and chase some damn body. And so at the end of the day, I took his ass a run for his dirty money. And baby, when I tell you he did not know I had it in me. Hell, I didn't know I had it in me. But moral of the story was letting the devil know that he couldn't control me with material things. And he was so used to controlling women with material possessions that he had never had a woman who didn't care about materials. And so when I said you can have it, and I meant it, because let's be real, he could have come and lived in an apartment, but he would have eventually had to pay bills. Something he wasn't willing to do because he didn't want to do that when I was in it. So we knew that wasn't going to last. And then his name wasn't on the lease, so he would have got evicted. So either way, he would have still ended up back at the bottom where he came from. He would have still ended up in his raccoon cave where he came from. That's why I tell people, you spend your days taking, you're going to spend your days losing. So a lot of these people who have spent their time, their precious little time, they have went out of their way to try to rob you of your birthright. Guess what, baby? They are still impoverished. They're trying to put you in poverty. They still trying to make you poor and homeless. They still trying to make you be mentally insane. They still trying to confuse you and throw you off your square. They're still trying to put you on their little board. But moral of the story is when you stop playing, they have nobody to entertain but themselves. And then they run themselves crazy the same way they were trying to run you crazy. So at the end of the day, that's what old dude did. I basically took him on a run to run his little self crazy because he thought he had me by trying to control me with shit that I earned. That was the worst part about it, is I put in the work to earn everything that I own. All down to my car, all the way down to my foot, all the way down to my teeth. Damn it, I earned this shit. I put in work to keep it. If I wash my tail, I brush my teeth, I comb my hair, I earned this growth. So at the end of the day, who the fuck are you to think you can come in and take something from me that you didn't give me? Who the fuck are you to think that you can come in and take something from me that you did not help me build? Who the fuck are you? So at the end of the day, he couldn't take nothing from me. Everything he tried to take from me, he took from himself, unfortunately. And now the poor little soul is sitting up in the feds by himself. Unfortunately. Because he tried to hurt little old me. And I wasn't trying to do nothing to him. And he ain't in the feds behind me. He in the feds behind some stuff he did. But at the same time, karma is a queen. Let's just say that. And I don't rejoice in nobody's pain because I don't wish death. I don't wish jail. I don't wish poverty. I don't wish hunger. I don't wish thirst. I don't wish starvation on nobody. But I do wish you upon you. So if you're a good person, you're a good individual, then you don't have to worry about evil coming to you. Then good is going to come back. If you've been a wicked individual, then baby, sorry, but there is no rest for the wicked. You will never get away hurting God's people. So God's people, because I ain't giving the wicked no more energy. I'm talking to you because this live was for you. Okay? If you was a non-believer before now and you now made a believer, then congratulations, welcome home. Pat yourself on the back. I'm glad you finally woke the fuck up and got here. Because we've been waiting on your ass. Okay? Stop sitting around faking with God. Y'all politicians, y'all preachers, y'all so-called whatever you leaders. You sitting back, you watching my live. You're the ones that I'm talking to right now. Stop faking with yourself. Stop pretending to be something you're not. Stop talking the way you won't even talk. It's time for us to listen. Put the mask down. If you are a secret healer like myself, well, was a secret healer because hell, everybody know it now. More of the story, I'm talking to my wounded healers. The wounded healers are the ones who have mentally been sent back behind closed doors watching the world go up in smoke. You've been sitting back and you've been praying hard for the world to change. You've been praying hard for love to come back. You've been praying hard for, people to stop playing. You've been praying hard for Mother Earth to replenish herself. You've been praying hard for the children to get back in alignment. You've been praying hard for just you. And you are tired. You're worn down. You're beat up. And you feel like, God, am I done enough? Have I done my work? Those are the wounded healers I'm talking to. You are still out here trying to lift people up. You're still out here trying to inspire people and give people good advice. You're still out here trying to instill hope in people's hearts. You're still out here trying to make people laugh because most of your healers are on the comedy stages. Most of your healers are the comedians. Most of these people you think are funny live the most serious, struggle-filled lives. And they see the world in the most painful eye that they can see it in. But they have to make it humorous just to make us all be able to see a brighter day. So send your comedians some love. Especially Cat Williams. Shout out to Cat. Shout out to Mike Epps. Shout out to Cara. I forgot her last name. Shout out to all of the comedians that are using their platforms. Dion Cole, I ain't gonna forget about you, baby, because you're one of my favorites. Shout out to the real comedians. What's my favorite one? What's my white comedian name? Lord, I love him. Damn, I know his name. Anyway, he know who he is. But anyway, shout out to my comedians that passed away. Richard Pryor, we here, baby. Listen, your comedians see the world through the most realest eyes, which is why they are on the stage making you laugh. And they are using the pain of the world to do it. Some more. Baby girl, bring me some more. Throw some more. Throw some more. You feel me? Throw some more. Come on now. I remember back when Coming to View, baby, back when Coming to View was alive, baby, we was going through hell. We was in the first recession. Baby, we were poor, we were broke, but we had some rich spirits. And baby, you couldn't tell us we were going through it, baby. We were laughing our way through it. And this nigger word, This the whole reason why I got on the live, y'all. I almost forgot. Dang, I almost forgot. Niggas. 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 Wait a minute. N-E-G-U-S. Somebody need to write that down. N-E-G-U-S. Niggas. It is an Ethiopian. See, nobody want me to say it. I'm going to say what I need to say, and the devil is going to stop trying to block me. Niggas. N-E-G-U-S. 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 Niggas. 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 However you pronounce it. Pronunciation, everybody pronounce their words differently. Y'all already know you can't really follow me when it comes to the pronunciation because y'all know my black ass be using Ebonics and I be making up my own words. And that's how I be knowing y'all be copying me because y'all be sounding crazy like me. Anyway, stay focused. But niggas is an Ethiopian term for royal. Well, king or royal or royalty. Niggas. They took the word niggas. We're going to look at niggas as Target. And then they took nigga and we're going to make nigga Walmart. You got Target, niggas. You got nigger, Walmart. Okay? Black people. Black people, brown people, tar people, whatever color people you want to claim yourself to be, whatever set you claim. This is black. Okay? This is brown. I am a brown woman, but we've been identified as black to be basically made a mockery. So nigger is a mockery of who you truly are. Black is a mockery of who you truly are. It's called wordplay, baby. They have taken your words, your beautiful royal words, and they have funked them up. And I'm sorry, no offense to Target and Walmart, okay? If the people of Walmart and Target watching me, this ain't got nothing to do with y'all asses. Unless you a part of this. But what I'm simply saying is I use that as a metaphor, just like the Bible. The Bible uses metaphors to make an example, to show you a picture, just like we use videos to prove to you and give you something to see, a visual. So basically, you haven't seen niggas. All you see is nigger. You see nigger everywhere. Back in the 1950s and 40s and 30s and so on, all you saw was nigger because they took away the beautiful royal term of negas, which is an Ethiopian term for royalty. Moral of the story. So why would they go out of their way to destroy something that is nothing? Why would a robber break into an empty house? Moral of the story, a robber is not going to break into a house that ain't got nothing in it. He going to break into something he knows has something worth breaking into it. So ask yourself, niggas, what is it about you that made them go out of their way to create a word, nigger, to make fun of you and make your vibration lower so that they can conquer you with it? Until this day, they have been using the word nigger to break you down. And your black ass keep letting them use this word to tear you down. Just like I kept letting y'all use that witch word. I prefer healer. Because that witch word, it's kind of like y'all cursing me. And I don't like being cursed. But at the same time, I know that truthfully, a witch is a wise woman. But at the same time, it's derogatory and disrespectful. So if you don't like to be disrespected, nigger, stop calling me a fucking witch. Bitch. Yeah, I said it. And I ain't taking it back. Because y'all been getting away with disrespecting me, and now y'all getting disrespected. Soon as somebody say something nigger to your ass, now you all flustered and your feathers all ruffled. Oh, she called me a nigger. She been calling your black ass a nigger for 30 years. Her bloodline been cursing you for 30 years, and you still around here worried about that stinking ass word. But when you learn the term, the real originality of it, because it's an original word, just like you an original people, you're the original Asiatic, indigenous, original to the land, the first. You think they're going out of their way to bring you down for no reason? They're bringing you down because of your royalty. They're bringing you down because of your spirituality. They're bringing you down because of your birthright. They know who you are, but you don't. That's the problem. You don't. And when you stop settling for low vibrational words like nigger, you can focus on the bigger picture. Niggas. So I'm going to need for y'all to zoom out, because a lot of y'all are a little too close in and you're looking at the wrong thing to the point where you blinded and you can't see the real picture. They want you caught up on that word, because as long as I keep throwing it at you, you'll stay distracted. You won't pray. You won't believe in yourself. Your vibration will be low. You'll believe negative things about yourself. You'll start talking bad about yourself. Your mind will just be kaput, and all of your energy will be gone to waste. That's why I said you can't make sense out of nonsense. Y'all keep trying to make these people stop saying some shit that they can't. Let me tell you something. You can't control nobody's mouth. And anybody who go out of their way to say that and use that word as a derogatory remark to hurt you, well, guess what? That's a hurt person. Only hurt people hurt people. Anybody who are going against you right now, let's just say you got some white friends. And your white friends are going along with all of the shit that is happening in the world right now to put you back under oppression. But they were your friends before now. But now all of a sudden, because the voting and all of this stuff is being ripped from you and your rights are being ripped, now are they still treating you the same with that same love? Because your wealth might not be the same. Because let's be real, you being black, brown, or olive, you don't get paid like a Caucasian person do. So at the end of the day, will they still love you the same? Are they still your friends after that when you don't have shit? Or were they your friends because of your status? So if they flip the script on you right now in this time, let's be real, they were never your friend. They were always a hidden enemy, because real friends will not flip on you whether you up or you're down, whether you black or you white, whether you're dead or you're alive. It doesn't matter. Love is love, and it don't change. So if your white friends are flipping the script on you right now because of what's happening in the politician world, and they forgetting that you are human in the regular world, in the real world, that they still got to see you after the politics and all of the voting and all of that stuff go to sleep for a second. The real world still got to go on, and we still got to see these people. Are these people still the same people to you? This is why it's important to come before you are. Come before me as you are. Don't come to me false. Don't come to me with all of these cloaks and expecting me to see you for who you truly are. Expecting me to respect you. Expecting me to treat you with love and dignity and all of that when you don't even love your damn self. You're clearly showing me because you're coming to me with all of these masks. So again, I ask you, are they still with you or are they against you? Did you choose wisely with your friends? So at the end of the day, get real. Okay? Even with the white folk, let's be real. Is your black folk flipping on you? Because the black folks will flip too. Let's be real. The black folk will flip too. We ain't no better. That's why I say colors don't mean nothing. So this is why I'm doing my live, y'all. How y'all doing? Hug your sister, hug your brother, hug your neighbor. We're living in a time right now where being nice is scary. We live in a time now where evil has prevailed so strongly that if you ain't being evil or mean or disrespectful to nobody, you don't get no love. So I got to be a nasty individual to get love and respect. We got to flip that thing around. Because how is it that all of these people out here that would not show you an ounce of love, if your ass was on fire right now, they wouldn't even piss on you. But y'all out here breaking your necks to send them a heart, send them a love, give them a compliment, and they won't even give you one back. You out here trying to make them human again, and they looking at you like, fuck you. I watch people on my TikToks giving people money that I know for a fact don't even give a damn that you even gave it to them. They just take it. We're living in a world of takers. We're living in a world of cheaters. We're living in a world of, like I said, we don't even have recipes anymore. We're living in a world where we don't even dance anymore. We don't even laugh anymore. Where's the fucking love? That's why I said give our comedians shouts, baby. Get them folks some praise. Because they get on that stage and they go before millions of people. They go before millions of races and they hit every race. And they literally bring us together in one room. Just by simply letting people know that color doesn't mean anything. The struggle, baby, struggle ain't got a color. Okay? And right now, our love is struggling. And like Stevie Wonder said, our love is in need of love today. And that's why in the midst of this hell, you see me posting stuff about love. Seven, why are you posting stuff about love? Because love is what's going to help fuel our spiritual car. Without love, there's no money. Okay? Your money and your love are tied together. So if your ass broke, it's probably because you broke in here. You need to fix your heart. I need you to heal your heart. You wouldn't be out here chasing no money. You wouldn't be out here struggling so hard and feeling like you got to sell your soul for $1. You wouldn't feel like you got to kill nobody for it if you healed your heart. See, many of you got a broken heart and they keeping it broke. And then on top of that, they putting that nigger word out here, which is breaking it more. And the more we keep their hearts broken, the more we keeps their spirit low, the less they'll think about praying. The less they'll think about saving themselves. Because ain't nobody coming to save you, Otis. You are. You're coming to save you. So get up off your tail and start praising. Get up off your tail and start dancing. Get up off your tail and start singing. Get up off your tail and start clapping and stomping and rejoicing. Because all of that is fuel in your spiritual car. Your spiritual plane. Spirit. See, a lot of y'all have lost the spirit. You have lost your soul. You talk about the celebrities selling their souls, but you done sold yours to the celebrities because you done idolized them, worshiped them, and didn't know that they was being controlled by somebody higher than you. And so basically, the higher ups then zap them and you at the same time. And you sitting on the couch, scrolling. You ain't smiled not once. You ain't got up off that couch not once. You've been in the same spot for 18 hours. You ain't even took a bath. You ain't even fed yourself nothing to eat. You ain't even drunk you no water. You ain't even went outside and took a deep breath. Because let me tell you something. Your black ass might not have those freedoms tomorrow. Your olive ass, your green ass, you never know what ICE might do. ICE out here already was coming to get the Mexicans, and now they coming for your black ass. You might not have that freedom tomorrow. This is why you need to embrace it today. This is why I was encouraging you to get y'all asses out there in ground, stand in the grass, touch a tree, because you got people in jail right now incarcerated, can't do none of that shit. And if they try to, they get electrocuted or they get cut up if they try to jump the fence. But your ass are free. You free. You free. At least semi anyway. You semi free. You can get up and go and go to the park. You can get up. You can hit a button. But y'all so damn lazy, y'all won't even show love on a simple live where somebody's speaking truth. I'm spitting out energy to you. So how can I expect, if you won't give me love, I know you ain't giving it to yourself. So if you do give it to me, it probably gonna be fake, and I don't want no fake love. Don't come to me until you come to me with real love. But I'm gonna need for y'all to start back falling in love with yourselves, women. I got you. If you are in my She Shed group, And it's only about a good 58 of you. And if you ain't in that group, I probably haven't ran across you yet to see that, you ready to be in that group, because I post in that group to empower women. I post in that group to let women know it's on us. Okay? The state of the world depends upon you as a feminine alone. Let's be real. You are being targeted and you don't even know it. You've been targeted so bad to the point that they had to X your ass out of the Bible, boo. So I'm going to need for you to get your beautiful ass up and start loving on yourself. I'm going to need for you to get your beautiful ass up and start fighting for yourself, stand up for what you believe in. I'm going to need for you to get up and put some beautiful clothes on and feel feminine. I'm going to need for you to get up and nourish yourself. I'm going to need for you to take care of your hair. I'm going to need, because your hair is your antenna, boo. I'm going to need for you to put some perfume on so you can smell good, because when you smell good, you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you smell good, you look good. Baby, you're you're unstoppable. You can attract everything you need. And this is what they're afraid of. They don't want you in your femininity. They want you out here trying to be masculine. They want you misplaced. They want your anger all over the place. They want you depressed. They want you sick. They want you mentally ill. They want you confused. They want you lost. And because when they do you like that, then you raise confused children. You bring in sick kids. You bring in disruption. And you condone bullshit. So this is why, female, you are being targeted, because you birthed it. You birthed it. You birthed the world. So you are being targeted. Number one, through your womb. That's why they want you promiscuous. That's why they want you sexed up and fucked out. Sorry, but not sorry. If you don't like how I'm delivering my messages, exit stage left, because I'm sorry. I'm real potent over here. And I can't be apologetic about it, because it is what it is. We're living in a world where y'all do anything in front of the kids. So me saying the truth shouldn't hurt. At the end of the day, they want you fucked out. They want you screwed up. They want you sick. They want you depressed and full of anxiety. They want your mind all over the place. And they want you ugly. Because then you cannot be in alignment for your assignment. And you can't attract shit that you need to attract. And you can't get no prayers up off the ground. So yes, woman, it matters to be beautiful. It matters to be feminine. So a lot of you women who think you niggas, I'm going to need for you to become a nigga. Niggas. And stop being niggers. Okay? Stop getting offended by nigger and become a niggas. All right? Negus. Look it up. I didn't make this shit up. It's a royal Ethiopian term. Not saying that you're Ethiopian just because you black, but that's where the word derives from. Niggas. So they took niggas and they turned it into nigger. Basically, they took your name brand and they turned it into the equate version. Does that make sense? They took your Aquafina, and they gave you the great value version. Okay? They took your name brand Target version, and they gave you the good and gather. Just like when you go to Dollar General, you go to the store, you might buy Kellogg's or Fruit Loops, but then they got Fruit Hoops, right? That's why I said roast these people out of the office, because these people are roasting you every day. You have been on the chopping block every day. You have been on the rotisserie stick, just spinning and spinning and spinning like that. Like when y'all go to that restaurant where they got that lamb on the slab on the thing. When y'all go get the lamb chop or whatever the lamb is, and they got it on the big wheel, just spinning and glistening and spinning and glistening, spinning and glistening. And anytime you order a sandwich, they just go and slice it off of there, just slice off a piece off of there just to fix you a gyro. Well, that's where you been. You been the gyro. Yeah, they've been slicing off your ass. That's been you, just spinning and spinning and spinning. And they've been slicing pieces off of you, making y'all rolls off of you. So moral of the story is, get off of their chopping blocks. Get off of their game boards. If you got two black folks, if we got to go and boycott and get off their socials, I'm sorry. We got to boycott, because I was listening to one of the politicians today. I don't know her name, and I didn't even finish watching her live, and I'm going to go finish watching it. But y'all go follow Fred Shambliss. I think that's his name, Fred Shambliss. Go follow the whistleblower, please. Y'all follow Trey. Go follow the whistleblower. All right? We got plenty of other activists out here that are speaking up. And Fred is sharing those people, so y'all go follow them. But one of the women, the queens got on today, and she was talking about how basically, let's be real, tomorrow's May 19th, and I think that's when they doing all the voting and all this crazy carrying on, this egotistical stuff. So basically, they're supposed to be ripping all our little rights away, I guess. And she was saying how they just basically rewriting the maps, erasing us off of them, trying to anyway, and rewriting the maps. But then, it's like, fuck the black, brown, and the olive people, and the green people, and the purple people, and the orange people. We're gonna forget them, forget about their livelihood. Yeah, forget about them surviving. But what about football? Football is coming up. Yes, football, roll tide. So she made a valid point. How is it that y'all gonna try to rewrite the maps and write us off, but you still need our people to go run that ball? Oops, did I say that out loud? Predominantly, majority of the courthouse is white, but predominantly, majority of the field is black. I'm going to sit there right there for a second. Did y'all hear me? Moral of the story is this is why God has been trying to put us back in our own thrones, and to stop being clout hungry and chasing for other people's approval and attention, because a lot of y'all was clout hungry and wanted these people's approval so bad that even though you were segregated back then, they didn't want nothing to do with your black ass back then. You couldn't even drink out the same fucking water fountain or sit next to their children in school, but they wanted to make sure that your black ass was on that field playing football, not getting paid, injuring yourself. Meanwhile, they betting on your head, and they getting rich off of you while you ain't getting a dollar. Oops. Did I say that out loud? Listen to me. What Tasha K be doing? She be spinning around in that tail, baby, when shit get real. Oh, baby, listen. Let me tell you something. Moral of the story is you got to starve the devil when the devil trying to starve you, unfortunately. And a lot of y'all women got your children on the field because you want him to have a scholarship. You want him in college. You want him to be this big-time football player. You want him to be this big-time basketball player. You want them to be a tennis player. You want them to be a rapper. You want them to be this. You want them to be this movie star. You want. And that's the ego, because one thing about the ego is the more you ask for shit, the more it issues more demands for you to keep asking, which is why the world is greedy now. See, y'all don't never be satisfied with what you have. See, we probably should have been satisfied back in the day when they finally did allow us to sit next to them. When they finally did let us sit in the front of the bus. When they finally did let us start voting and all of this crap. We probably should have just been satisfied with that. I think that's what they wanted, us to be just satisfied with that shit and take that peasant and go sit down somewhere. Take that crumb and go sit your ass down. Don't ask us for nothing else. See, that's what we supposed to be doing. But no, we got greedy. We got power hungry. We wanted more. And they started seeing us doing that. Now there's a problem. Because now you wanting more means you're going to produce more, and then that means you can become more than us. And now that's a threat. That's a problem. Feel me? So at the end of the day, but guess what, nigger? We gonna go over here and we're gonna play games with your life. We're going to cut your rights away. We're going to shut you down, and we're going to beat your people. We're going to hang your people. We're going to do whatever we want to do because we can do that. But you better still get your black ass on that field so we can bet on your head. Slave. Moral of the story is you better take the shackles off if you want to be free. How do I be free, 7? Stop playing the devil's game. That's just like being in a narcissistic relationship, like the dude who was chasing me I was just telling y'all about, right? He thought that if he bullied me into a relationship, the whole relationship that I was in, and let's be real, if you're weak enough to fall for the enemy's tactics, you would stay in a narcissistic relationship because you're afraid to leave, because the narcissist done played on your little weak mind so bad and have you scared to leave, because the narcissist telling you that you're not going to find nothing and nobody better. The narcissist telling you that don't nobody want you. The narcissist telling you that you ain't going to never be shit. The narcissist is making fun of you. The narcissist is literally bringing your security, your esteem down. The narcissist is playing on your mental every day, and the narcissist is playing on your heartstrings. So by the time you so weak, you too weak to walk away. You too scared to leave because the narcissist done broke you down that damn bad to the point where you just think, hey, this might be where I need to stay. So you get comfortable. You get in that comfort zone. Because see, the narcissist know when you get tired. The narcissist know when you done got fed up. The narcissist know when you finna walk away. And the narcissist also know they don't have nothing to hold you there. But because they are bully and they pretend that they have something over you, they blackmail you to stay, but they really ain't got shit. But you don't know that because you too weak to see it. So you stay because you believing in the illusions that the narcissist is drawing for you to stay. You think, oh, Lord, I'm scared. If I go out there, how am I going to survive? So then the narcissist will throw you a crumb, like a stimulus check. Let me throw you a $1,500 stimulus check. And then you'll go sit down somewhere then, and then you'll think I saved you because you needed that stimulus check. You was starving, you was thirsty, you were hungry, and you was almost homeless. You was almost all of that because of me. But I ain't going to tell you it was because of me. I done brainwashed you to make you think it was because of you. Because, see, that's what I do. That's what narcissists do, is make you think it's you. You the problem. So now I done got you to think it's you. So now I got you weak. And so now I come in to fake save you out of the shit I put you in. But because I'm a narcissist, I don't want you to know I put you there. So I'm going to make you think I'm saving you by giving you $1,500 stimulus check so you can go pay all them bills I done hiked up on you because you can't afford to pay them. You can't afford to pay that light bill by yourself. You can't afford to get them groceries. You can't afford to put that gas in your car because I raised all your prices purposely so that you could run back to me for help. And I'm going to throw you a $1,500 stimulus check to make you think that I'm saving you out of the damn sea, the ocean I keep trying to drown you in. Don't that sound like some pimp shit? Don't that sound like some madam shit? Y'all, I used to be a madam for Halloween one time. I was a madam, right? And I studied how to do it, like, you know, because don't judge me. I had to step into character. So I studied how, you know, what a madam was, right? I studied what, you know, I watched a lot of mob movies. I watched a lot of pimp movies. I grew up with a lot of hoes around me. I grew up with a lot of pimps around me. So I learned the game. And a lot of people tried to make me a hoe. Nah, baby, I was a madam. Let me quit. I wasn't no madam, y'all, for real. But at the end of the day, don't that sound like some pimp shit? Pimp juice. I keep hearing us Nelly pimp juice. Damn, that pimp juice style. Damn, they pimp juice us. They pimp juice the system. They pimp juice the school system. They pimp juice the celebrities, the music industry. They pimp juice the farming. They pimp juice the damn social medias. They done pimp juice everything over here. And so again, I ask you, how you doing? Are you all right out there? You okay? I need you to go hug somebody. Hug your daughter, hug your son. Hug your children, hug yourself. Hug a tree. Mm-hmm. A lot of y'all said, I ain't never going outside the ground. I bet your ass gonna start the day when you realize how powerful it is, because grounding is just like your charger, boo-booski. I'm glad I just said that. It's just like this charger right here. Without this charger, your phone is dead. I'm gonna say that again. Without this charger, your phone is dead. And a lot of y'all are walking around like dead phones, because you will not charge yourself, because you think grounding is something silly. You think touching a tree is something spiritual folk do. Everybody's spiritual. The world is spiritual, stupid. So you are disconnected, and you have been disconnected, and they know you are disconnected, which is why they're able to take over control. So when are you going to go back and reconnect yourself? When are you going to go back and start back touching those plants? That's why gardening is so powerful right now. Okay? That's why a lot of people are being pushed back to the gardens. That's why a lot of people are being pushed back to the kitchens. That's why a lot of people are being pushed back to the stage, the comedians who thought they could retire, because the world needed your therapy. Because comedians, you are the therapists of the world right now, whether you know it or not. Sorry to put that responsibility on you, but you are. Hell, I'm a therapist. Hell, unfortunately, I be having to goddamn deal with a lot of you nappy head sapsuckers that don't listen to me and don't even believe in me, because you're so damn disconnected. And you come for me because I stay connected. So if you was to connect your charger back to yourself, which by simply either cleansing your aura, detoxing, getting some adequate amount of rest, grounding, going outside, dancing, stomping, clapping your hand, communing, congregating, drinking, laughing, having a good time. I don't mean drinking like going to get drunk. What I'm saying is I mean like communing amongst each other. Like, okay, when we get together, we can have a family gathering without getting fucked up and being out of our minds. We can have a family gathering. We can go outside and have a cookout without having to be slaughtered and drugged up. This is what I mean, detox and cleanse yourself, because a lot of y'all are full of drugs. A lot of y'all are full of sex partners. Wondering why you can't get your health together, because you tainted by too many lovers. You thought having all them sex partners was cool, fellas? Sorry, but not sorry. That's why you look the way you look. That's why you got erectile syndrome. You're dealing with that down there that won't stay up. Women, you dealing with dryness. Women, you wondering why you all over the place emotionally, because you got too many spirits swirling around in your womb. Yeah. You thought it was cool to go out there and sleep with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and just didn't know that Tom, Dick, and Harry was sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Jane. And every Tom, Dick, and Jane was sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and whoever. And so now everybody done mixed up, and now you confused. You don't know if you're man or woman. You don't know if you're going or coming. You don't know if you're hungry or you're not. You don't know if you're thirsty or you're hydrated. You don't know. And that's where they want you. They want you in a space of we don't know. So I'm trying to help y'all get back in the knowing, so you won't be lost out here in the sauce. Don't say I didn't tell you. I keep telling you. Get connected. Just like you can put that phone on the charger. Just like you can get up and you can put your finger on that phone and go on social media every day. You should be able to get your ass up and go and ground. Get your ass up and go to the park and do take a walk. Get active. Get your energy moving. Get your body moving, because that's how you're going to get your prayers lifted. I'm going to say it again. Get your body moving. Get your energy moving. Some of y'all too stuck and stagnant. You're stuck and set in your ways. You've been sitting up like an old whatnot on a damn shelf, just dusty as you can be. Deep, deep, deep in the South in somebody's grandmama's house. I'm going to need for you to take yourself off the shelf. Dust yourself off, because many of y'all are overweight. Many of y'all are underweight. Many of y'all are aging too fast. The food that you are eating has aged you excessively fast. Y'all think 07 just been out here talking shit about the food because she a vegetarian and she thinks she better than folk. No, boo-booski. I was yapping about the food years ago when I became a vegetarian 10 years ago. Thank the Lord. I became a vegetarian 10 years ago because I got tired of high blood pressure. I became a vegetarian because I didn't want to die with cancer. I became a vegetarian because I didn't want to have a stroke. I became a vegetarian because I didn't want diabetes. I became a vegetarian because I didn't want to be mentally unstable. I became a vegetarian because I didn't want to be overweight. I became a vegetarian because I didn't want to age fast. 444. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. I became a vegetarian to experiment with myself, just like instead of letting the world experiment with me, I decided to experiment with myself. And when I became that vegetarian, I realized that my brain became clearer. I became more healthier. I had more energy. I looked brighter because your skin even brightens up. Because a lot of the food that you eat, it darkens you from the inside, because let's be real, you're rotting from the inside. So when you begin to rot from the inside, you start to rot on the outside. So what goes on in the inside is showing on the outside. And if you wonder why women, you can't stop smelling, because you're rotting from the inside out. And how 7? Because you are eating everything that the poor Bible and the mystics in the Bible told your ass not to eat. You are going out of your way to make cuisines out of it. And you think because you put parsley on top of it and salt and pepper and Lowry seasoning and put love in it, that's it. No, boo. You need to cleanse. You need to detox. You need to eat something that ain't so full of sodium. You need to eat something that's not so full of sugar. You need to drink more water, because you are the waters of the earth. That's why most of our waters are polluted, because you are. Sorry, but not sorry. Your vaginas are polluted. And we can tell when we go in the bathroom behind you. You shouldn't have to run from your own body odor. That lets you know something inside of you is dying if you smell dead on the outside. I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm being honest. A woman should smell sweet, or she should smell of her natural pheromones. She shouldn't be out here trying to rob the damn birds and the bees of their pheromones so she could smell like pheromones. She has her own natural pheromones she was born with. But because she's eating all of this gunky food, which is just like look at your body as a car. And if you get a brand new car and you start filling it up with really cheap, bad gas, and you start putting all kind of bad oils in it, then you're wondering why your motor is putting. You're wondering why you got all this gunk build up. And you wonder why it's going slow and you can't speed up. And you wonder why you consistently finding yourself at the doctor's or the mechanic office, because you refuse to do the things that keep your engine clean and clear of gunk. You are the engine of this planet, mama. That's why your wound is targeted. It's okay to enjoy your burgers and your pizza and your candy and your snacks, but it is not okay to gorge yourself with it. It is not okay to become addicted to it. It is not okay to sneak and gamble your health with it. It's not worth it. And it is definitely not okay to fill yourself up with it so much so to the point where you lose your spiritual powers. Because you are powerful, but you are not powerful if you are weighed down. That's why the Bible talks about being light as a feather. When you eat light, you drink light, you become light. You literally become light. You become lighter on the outside. You become radiant. What they say, you have a glow. See, many of y'all have created such a fake glow with the makeup that you don't even know what a real glow look like. And then when you see a real glow on a real woman like myself, you get jealous and you get envious because, well, why is she glowing like that? Well, bitch, because I did the work. You could have did the same shit. You supposed to been took notes, but instead you was hating. Instead, you was being envious. Instead, you was in secret competition trying to beat me, better than me. So yeah, bitch, you behind. Now you looking older than your age. Now you overweight. Now you full of addictions. Now you full of demons, and you full of all these tainted lovers. And now you got all this envy and negative demons floating around in your spirit, and you mad at me because I did the work. Check you. Don't check me. Check you, because you were given the tools. You were given every tool that I use to get where I am right now in my life. And you might say, where you at, 7? I ain't in hell. I ain't in hell. I ain't in the grave. And I ain't walking dead. I ain't overweight. And I ain't sick. And I damn sure ain't mentally ill. So that's where I'm at. So I've been out here creating all these groups. I get on here and I create these TikTok videos and I dance and I laugh and I sing and I rejoice. I get on here and I do my lives and I give y'all all this inspiration. I get in these groups and I post all this shit for children. I post all this shit for women. I post shit to make you laugh. But don't none of y'all see behind closed doors the struggle that I go through just to keep y'all niggas lifted. And I said niggas. I didn't say nigger. I said niggas. Just to keep my royals lifted. I suffer plenty of nights, and yet and still y'all try to crucify me, and then you try to judge me, and you send me evil eye, and you send me projections, and you wish ill upon me, and you wish I don't prosper, and you sit here and call me crazy, and you slander my name. Why? Because your engine is gunked up. I have moved past that. Oh, she just a hater version. Oh, she just a hater. No. I realize now your engine is just not functioning properly. Your engines are full of the wrong shit. You fill your mind up with all this baddie shit. Everybody want to be baddies. Everybody want to be the top notch queen. Everybody. Don't nobody want to be the bottom. Don't nobody want to be the underdog no more. Don't nobody want to be the student no more. Everybody want to be the teacher. Everybody want to be the leader. But mind you, half of you ain't even went through the actual courses to learn what you're trying to teach. And y'all tuning into a lot of these people who are not qualified, and they are continuously disqualifying you because you are tuned in. So because their engines are gunked up, you following the gunked up people, which is in turn gunking you up more. And then you turn around and you try to gunk up people like me who are doing the work. So this is why I'm talking to the wounded healers, because we are out here still trying to lift the world in the world of where people keep trying to destroy us. People keep trying to call us crazy. Keep trying to dirt dig and find problems on us and keep trying to make us the problem because they don't want to dissect themselves. So this is why I'm doing this live. Go and dissect yourselves. Check yourself. Realize where you've been going wrong. Reset yourself. Reconnect yourself. Become you. Stop trying to be me. Because I see me when I see me. I know me when I see me. A lot of my Facebook friends, I'm here to inspire you to become you, not for you to become me. And that's weird and it's uncomfortable when I look up and I see people trying to be me. I don't want you to be me. Only me can be me, and only you can be you. Go and be amazingly you. I can't be you better than you. Hell, I don't want to be you better than you. I'm too busy trying to conquer being better than me, better than the person that I was yesterday. So the last thing I need is for you to be trying to keep up and be me, because hell, half of the days I don't know who the hell I am. I'm trying to figure it out. Just like you're trying to figure it out. We're all trying to figure it out. Don't nobody got it all figured out. Ain't nobody all perfect. But God is asking you to put in the actual work this time. Don't walk into this new chapter thinking that you're going to bring that false, fake shit in it. God is not finna let y'all get on his ark with that fake shit. You're going to get washed away in this storm that's happening right now, because there is a flood, a spiritual flood happening right now. That's why some of your youth are leaving here. You wonder why some of your people are committing suicide, because some of these kids younger than you see the world for where it's headed. They see the destruction. They see the darkness, and their spirits can't take it. So some of them are taking themselves out because they can't handle it, unfortunately. So sadly, we're losing soldiers because we refuse to do the work. The world has been dumbed down and lazied down. The children don't even know how to write in cursive no more. They done took everything from you, all the way down to how you cook. Your recipes were spiritual. That was love. When you get in the kitchen and you cook, that's love. I don't know about you, but when I cook, I'm in love when I'm cooking. I'm in the kitchen. I'm dancing. I'm singing, because I know for a fact it's going to be good to my soul. And I know it's going to nourish me in my body, my mind, and my spirit. So I make sure that I'm filling it with things that's going to make me feel good when I'm done. Don't fill my body with nothing that's going to make me feel horrible. If it make my stomach hurt and it make me poop and burp and fart and all that gassy crap after I'm done, that's not good for me. If I got to worry about catching cancer after I eat it, if I got to worry about if I'm going to have heartburn, I got to chomp down a whole bunch of Tums. If I got acid reflux and I got heartburn, I got diabetes and all that after I eat it, it's not serving me. It's taken from me. Real food has life in it. You should feel good after you done eating. You should feel rest. You can feel a little tired, a little bit, but it shouldn't be to the point where you got that major itis to where you can't stand up. You can't keep your eyes open. That's not healthy, Black people. Yeah, we get it from our soul food, but let's be real. It's weighing you down. Now, eat your soul food. By all means, eat your soul food, babies. But eat it after you have done your work. Okay? Excuse me, confirmation. If God told you to go on a fast for 3 days and you don't know why, but you just feel your body leading you there, for some apparent reason, your appetite just ain't been the same. And your taste buds ain't the same. And your spirit and your mind telling you to go on a fast, but you keep trying to force yourself to eat. And you getting sick. That's why. Because your body is telling you, your spirit is telling you, baby, we need a break. Let's cleanse this thing so that we can all function properly. If you keep filling me with gunk, you're going to keep packing me. We're going to keep dying. The check engine light is on, baby. It's blinking. We're trying to get it to stop. We're trying to take it off. We're trying to get you off of that. We don't want you on no ventilator. We don't want you on no breathing machines. We don't want you on high blood pressure medicine. We don't want you doing chemo. You don't have to do any of that. Just because your mama and grandmama and them did it. We don't want you on 20,000 pills every day. Nobody should want to have to get up and take a whole bunch of pills every day when your medicine was already created in the world. There is healing in your herbs, but they are trying to take your herbs, which is why they don't want you growing no food, because they know that if you grow your food, you will grow your medicine. And when you grow your medicine, you can heal yourself naturally, healers. And then when you grow and heal, you heal yourself naturally, then it will be finito for their medicine people. They're fake doctors, because let's be real, they're not real healers. When you go to the doctor, they don't know what the hell wrong with you. They only know what you tell them about you. And then they go off of your history. So if you told them your mama had diabetes, and you said, well, my mama had diabetes, my daddy had cancer, my uncle had high blood pressure, my granddaddy had diabetes. And then when you go to the doctor, you might be perfectly healthy. But when you get up in the doctors, they hit you with, oh, did you say your mama had diabetes, right? You said your daddy had died of cancer, right? Oh, you said your uncle had high blood pressure, right? Oh, you said your granddaddy had strokes, right? Oh, okay. Well, then we got to make sure we give you all this medicine, and we got to give you shots, and we got to do all of these tests and experiment on you to make sure that you ain't going to have any of that, which you probably going to have that anyway, because I'm telling you, I'm using spells to put it in your mind. I'm planting them dark seeds in your brain every time I read that, every time I read that long list of illnesses to you. I'm planting those illnesses in your brain because I know how powerful words are. I know words are spiritual. So I'm going to use my spells to cast spells upon your brain and tell you that you're going to have high blood pressure. You're going to have diabetes. You're going to have strokes, and you're going to have cancer because your mom and grandma and dad and them had it. So then that means you're going to die soon. But I need you to keep coming to me to see me. And I'm going to keep pumping you up with my fake medicines. That's nothing but a generic brand off of the real thing, because the real thing is the land. The real thing is Mother Nature. What we have demonized because we want you to feel like we're your God. We want you to come to the pharmaceuticals and feel like we're your gods and worship us because we gonna save you. We the ones making you sick, but we want you to think we saving you too by giving you all those narcotics. We want you to pump yourself up with all these medicines, with all these bad side effects. Keep sickening yourself and weakening yourself so you can keep coming in here and keep depending on us. And we can keep playing God and keep killing you. And then when you die, you're going to go to our funeral home over there. And now we're going to kill you even more and your family even more because they can't afford to pay for your funeral services. We knew you couldn't afford health insurance. So we know now they got to throw a GoFundMe. So now we're going to stress them out even more because now they can't afford to pay for your services. And we finna jack the prices up even higher. So your funeral service is expensive, very expensive. So now we can barely even afford to bury you in a box, which is what we want because, hell, we don't give a damn about you. All we cared about was your dollar and your soul. So I know I just said a lot, and I know I'm probably pissing off a lot of people, but I got to stand up for what I believe is right. And we have been being bamboozled by everything, unfortunately. And God is saying, "Hey, enough is enough. These people been playing with y'all enough, and y'all, because they put on a white coat or they put on a suit at a church and they drive a Cadillac. You think that these people are not benefiting off of your life? You think these people are not benefiting off of your abundance, your birthright? Yeah. So that's why I said it's not about the color. Mm-mm. Because some of your own people are the ones that's using you, that's benefiting off of you. So at the end of the day, this is why they have taken a lot of your herbs, taken a lot of your fruits and vegetables, and all of the things that they know that was naturally placed here for you for free, because it's your birthright. Mm-hmm. To cleanse yourself, to heal yourself, to nourish yourself. But unfortunately, the world has taken that and they flipped it, and now it has become their world, which is why they are able to take away your rights, because you gave them to them. When you stopped growing food, when you stopped living, when you stopped laughing, when you stopped worshiping, when you stopped believing, when you stepped off of your throne and you got on the ground and you answered to nigger, that's when you gave them control. When they pissed you off, you gave them control. He who angers you control you. Don't you know the word? The same word that y'all tried to use to crucify my witchy ass. And just didn't know that all of your witches is in the government, in the judge podium, in doctors' offices, in the hospitals, in the police cars, in the KKK now. They're where the real witches and warlocks at. And now your politicians are starting to speak out about it, so I ain't saying it just to be saying it out the side of my neck. So at the end of the day, let's keep speaking up and speaking out and getting in alignment for our assignment. And those celebrities and politicians and higher ups who have now started to stand up for what's right and speaking up, keep doing so. Well done. Job well done. About damn time that you're using your platform for something sustainable versus using it for something that was not going to help any of us, which was fake wealth and fake popularity and fake clout. Yeah. So when y'all get through with all y'all Met Galas and all of that shit, you still got to come back and be human just like us. And you still go in the ground the same just like us. Just like you came out of your Mother Earth, so shall you go back into your Mother Earth the same way. So this is why we all got to get in alignment. We got to get back in love. We got to love our sisters. We got to love our brothers. Everybody bleed red blood. At least I think anyway. Stay focused. But at the end of the day, some of these people ain't bleeding. Some of these people got wires inside of them and chips and computer stuff. But that's neither here nor there. Stay focused. I'm talking to the people who bleed like I do if you bump up against something. All right. I'm talking to y'all who still got a heart and still got a soul. I'm trying to help y'all come up out the lost lands and wake yourselves up and revive yourselves. Okay. Go dust yourself off. Get those barnacles off. Yep. The world is in shambles. It's all right. It's okay. Stay focused. Take a deep breath. Pray. 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 You can sit in your chair and pray. You can sit in your car and pray. You can sit on your toilet and pray. You can stand in your kitchen at the kitchen sink and pray. Touch water while you're doing it. While you're in the shower, cleansing yourself and praying. God, I ask that you cover my people. I ask that you heal this world. I ask that you wash us of everything that's unclean. Restore me of everything of the highest white light. God, I ask that you help me to embody all things holy, righteous, good, true, and correct. Help me to turn away from my wicked ways, God. Help me to repent about my wicked ways, to take accountability and turn away from them and never go back to them again, God. I ask that you forgive me, God. First and foremost, help me to forgive myself, God. Thank you, Lord, for everything that you are about to do. Thank you for what you have done. You can't say you don't know. You could just simply pray, just like y'all can get y'all in those group chats and gossip. Just like you get under these comments and you can type, you can pray. I urge you to do so now, because that's the only Savior we got right now. And yes, the high power is real. And when you get in alignment for your assignment, I'm going to say it again, there will be great rewards. And I am not saying this to bribe you on the bright side, but I am. When I say great rewards, I mean there will be great rewards. The universe will gift you if you take the pathway that is meant for you. Do you see how beautiful that light is? Yes, we got to go through this pathway right here. We might see some darkness, some butterflies that's going to lead you through. Might be a little bumpy. You might have a couple of gremlins that come through. But moral of the story is stay focused, stay the course, see it through. Cut away distractions. Cut away those that don't mean you no well. Cut away the food that don't mean you no good, that's killing you. I know you addicted to it, but pray and ask God to help you heal yourself through it. Pray away those addictions that you have to drugs, pills, alcohol, sex, people. Okay? Way of thinking. Pray as you're walking through this pathway. And the more you pray, the brighter that light gonna get. The closer you'll get to the end of that tunnel. And the closer you'll be to that gift. The closer you'll be to that privileged life that you seek. Because you ain't put in all this hard work for nothing. But God wants us to fall back in love again. You got to fall back in love again. Love conquers all. And love doesn't mean go and fall in love with just people. Fall in love with self. That's why y'all see me by myself. Because every year around this time, I noticed a pattern with my life. I was always in a shitty relationship around May. For some very reason, I always attracted a narcissist around this time of the year. But this time of the year, this year in 2026, bae girl is happily single and happily in love with herself instead of falling in love with herself each and every day. And because I'm falling in love with myself, I attract people I ain't never would have thought be looking at my ass. And now I'm like, get away from me, devil. Because when you get focused on yourself is when all the distractions want to start coming your way. And so, of course, the same way when you start loving on yourself, you start loving on your children, you start loving on your lovers, you start just falling back in love again. The birds and the bees and the trees, right? You gonna piss the devil off because the devil don't like love. But that's the point. You are starving him. You're irritating him by loving. The more you hate, the more you discriminate, the more prejudiced you are, the more biased you are, the more wicked you are. You basically an op. So if you ain't an op, I advise you to fall back in love again. Stop hiding love. Stop being ashamed to be in love. Stop not spreading love. Stop not accepting love. Let's get back to loving again. That's first base. Now is your time to get on your first base and show and prove. Y'all, the other night I went out to a restaurant to get me something to drink. And one of my friends been served. She's been my friend, but she's a bartender. And everybody always get to serve me but her. And she told me, she said, you should let me serve you one day. And I said, I can't wait. I said, because when you do, I know you're going to take good care of me. And so the other night, y'all, she happened to, nobody else that usually serves me was able to serve me. And she happened to be runner-up. And so when I sat down, mind you, I'm very particular about what I like. I'm very particular about how I like my food. I'm very particular on how clean I like it. I'm very particular about, I'm just picky as hell, okay? I'm just picky. And I should be, because I'm royal. I can't just be accepting anything, right? And so she was like, well, what you want to drink? And I was like, girl, just fix me something good. And she's like, but what? And I told her what I like. And she's like, but I don't know. I said, yes, you do. I said, this is your time to show and prove. You've been waiting on me to sit with you so you can show me your skills, your bartending skills. Well, damn it, this is your time to step up and show and prove. Y'all, when I tell y'all, she not only made that drink the way I wanted it, but better than I expected it. Y'all, I felt good when I left there. And it wasn't about getting drunk. It was the fact that she made it with love and she made it quality. And it tasted good. So I felt good drinking it. I felt good leaving. No, I wasn't drunk, but I felt good. Just like when I drink water, I feel good when I'm done. I didn't go to the bar to get drunk. I went to the bar to enjoy myself, put myself first because I work hard and I deserve that. So that was a treat for me. So treat yourselves. That's love. Ooh, I'm feeling the pain in my stomach now. I'm saying that I'm hungry, y'all. Feeding yourself, that's love. Feed yourself something good, y'all. Feed yourself something your soul wants. Don't feed yourself something nasty just because you just want to put a bite in your mouth. Go feed yourself something good. Go back in there. Cut them collard greens up. I need y'all to get back to cooking collard greens for real. I'm tired of these watered down ass nasty collard greens. I need y'all to get back to making real birthday cakes again. I'm so tired of eating these nasty, fondant, Play-Doh tasting, doughy ass, nasty, dried up ass cakes because y'all want to make them pretty. Fuck pretty. I'd rather eat an ugly cake that's leaning to the side as long as it tastes good and it's moist and it reminds me of my childhood. Get back to making real sweet potato pies. I'm sick of eating these nasty ass pumpkin pies. Where's the real sweet potato pie cookers at? Okay? I love you too, boo. Where's the real bartenders at where they make a real drink? We ain't got to spend $50,000 to get a good drink. Right? Where's the real DJs at? I remember when I used to go to the club, when I was going to the clubs. I don't go to the club no more. But if I do go to the club, I want to hear good music again. Where the real DJs at? Because DJs, y'all are therapists too. Y'all just like the comedians. Y'all are therapists too. So music is therapeutic. Get back to playing real music again so I can get up and dance. I don't want to come to the bar to sit up here and suck up my damn watered down nasty ass drink with this cheap liquor that y'all done filled the bottle up with, and then I gotta sit here and listen to this bad DJing all night. I done spent $50 to get in here to go home and still be pissed. Why did I come to the club? I came to the club to have a good time. I came to the club to let my hair down, to commune with people, to laugh and rejoice amongst people. Club back in the day was supposed to be it was kind of like a church, how churches were. People would gather to commune amongst each other, to, as a congregation, but with the devil's music, as the church folk would say. But I don't look at a club like that. I look at a club like it was just the form of where the sinners gathered because they didn't have anywhere else to go because the church had condemned them. So they had to gather somewhere else. So they went and turned up the clubs, and that's how the clubs became a club. So now you got the clubs. Now the clubs ain't the clubs. Everybody just getting up, getting dressed, going in there with tennis shoes on. Like, what's the guy, Mickey name? Not Mickey. Is that his name? I don't know. But he went live recently. He called out the clubs in Tuscaloosa. Basically how y'all hard women going in the club with all these tennis shoes on and dressed like men, acting like niggers up in there and fighting and stuff, tearing up these folks' property because you're not acting feminine. So, yeah, women, let's get back to where we go to the club dressed up. Because, baby, I can remember, we was buying bodycon dresses and skirts and stuff. Now you going to the club dressed up with a skirt on. Now they look at you with their eye and they rolling their eyes, give you the evil eye because you decided you wanted to come to the club looking like a woman. All because they in there with boots on the ground, kicking dust up in the air. Everybody don't want to kick dust up in the air. Some of us want to be dainty. Okay? And I'm a dainty lady. I like to get cute. And yeah, I want to walk out the club with my feet hurt, bow-legged, because I can barely make it to the car with my heels on. That's how we used to do it. Get back to being cute again, ladies. Get back to getting your damn hair, your nails done, being women again. And we can't afford it, 7. Well, do it yourself. I don't want to do it myself. Well, bitch, how else you gonna get it done? Because the damn Koreans and shit, hell, you might look up and they ice been the goddamn. Sorry, but not sorry. Hell, they ain't no different than us. They thought they was. Now get what? Your black ass gotta go home and sit down and do your own nails. You better go plaster some of them press-ons on. Go in there and play in your hair. Go on YouTube Academy and learn how to do your hair. These men want real women now. They sick of looking at them lace fronts. They tired of janking the shit out of y'all. Men said they looking at y'all women, and that's bad when a man look at a woman and say, she look like she stank. Listen, I'm going to say that and I'm going to get up off of here. If one more of my guys say to me about one more of my women that she look like she stank, I'm just going to pass out. Because no woman should look like she stank. That is ungodly, queen. That means something about your aura is unclean. When you cleanse spiritually, you got a relationship with God, you have detoxed your body, and you ain't out here gossiping and hating and shit, you don't look like you stink. And people won't be talking about you. So the same people that's sitting up in the group chat talking about folks probably got a group chat, somebody talking about you because your aura stink. Okay? So at the end of the day, you get what you give out. And if you don't want to be talked about, then stop talking about folks and go wash your tail. Keep your panty clean like RuPaul said. I keep my panty clean. Okay? When a man look at me, I want a man to be able to say, damn! She look like she smell like shea butter. Damn, she look like she smell like baby powder. And not because I went and stole it from the birds and the bees, but because I washed my ass for real. And I'm praying for real. And I am what I eat. So if I eat clean, I smell clean. And if I keep myself hydrated, then so is she hydrated. And when she hydrated, you ain't got to worry about her kicking up no funk, if you know what I mean, because she ain't dry. See, when she too dry, she kicks up funk. And see, a lot of y'all out here think you can fill it up with aloe and pineapple juice and all of that, when all you need to do is clean your inside and stop eating all that damn nasty ass fish out that water, especially that shrimp, because them the roaches of the sea. Stop eating all that pork, because when your period come on, you smell like the damn sewer. And don't nobody want to deal with it. And then because you smell like that, you act like that. You act like you should be living in the tunnels with the Ninja Turtles. And the Ninja Turtles got more home training than you. So women, you are what you eat. Sorry, I got to spank y'all ass today. But somebody got to do it. Your shit stinks, sis. And the men smelling it real loud. And they talking about it. That's why I got the women group. That's why I've been trying to tell y'all secretly, but y'all ain't listening. Y'all sitting back hating and y'all sitting back judging me and talking about me. And now they talking about your snatch stain. Stay focused. Stay focused. Okay? Lady, snatch your snatches back. All right? Stop giving it to everybody. And guys, put your Peter whackers up. I'm going to need for y'all to go abstinent. Learn how to practice abstinence, because some of y'all need to go on a sex detox. Some of y'all are having too much sex. And I'm not saying that to be funny. The sex is blocking this. It's blocking this. And it's blocking this. And it's blocking your flow. Because you think it's so good and just don't know It's good because he ain't got nothing and he distracting you. It's good because she ain't got nothing and she a gold digger. So, yeah. So I'm gonna need for y'all to put the private areas down, put them up for a second. Go on a break. If you usually have sex every day, try to go every 3 days. Another 3 days without having it. If you know you usually having sex once a week, try to go 2 weeks without having it. If you know you're usually doing it once a month, whatever, try to double what you're doing to show God, hey, I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to sacrifice the desires of my heart so that I can really get the desires of my flesh, so that I can really earn the desires of my heart. Because what you think that you're acquiring right now is really not nothing. It's just an illusion. So when you put down what's blocking your real flow, which is sex, food, money, drugs, alcohol, bad media, bad music, bad friends, bad lovers, negative family members, bad leaders, all of those toxic things, bad music, all of those bad thinking, all of those are ways to disconnect you. Get back connected. I supposed to took a nap and y'all then took up my nap time. And I got an attitude about that because now I'm going to be cranky like a child the rest of the night. But that's neither here nor there because I know for a fact that this message can save some lives. I know for a fact that this message have broke some molds. I know for a fact that this message have woke up the dead. With that being said, over and out. I love y'all. Peace and love. Stay focused.